Good morning, everyone. Cecilia here. So I'm going to do another bar routine for us. Yay! So what you need is a mat if you have one and you want to use it. Also, if you want to use canned goods, or I've got my water bottles this morning, or weights, I would say maybe max 3-pound weights. That's optional as well. Like I did in the live class, I'm just going to play the music loud enough to keep myself at our BPMs, but I'll post the playlist that I used in case you have Spotify and you want to play it along as we go. So I'll turn on my music and we will go ahead and get started. Take a moment, stand up nice and tall, roll our shoulders back and back. Keep rolling our shoulders back. We're going to start with slower marches. 2 more rolls here. Last roll here. Wiggle those toes. And let's go. It's up and down. Up. 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 Good. Focus here on tight core. I know it doesn't seem like we're doing much, but keeping your core tight will save your hip flexors. Let's do 4 more here. 3, and we're going to pick up the pace and do a smaller movement. Tempo. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to go into our version of jumping jacks. Tap out and in. Out and in. 2 more at this pace, and then we're going to pick it up. Up to tempo. It's out and in. Out and in. Little faster. Eight more here. And we're going to slow it back down just a little bit to add in our arms. It's out and in. Out and in. Add the arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go faster. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one's here. Roll our shoulders back and roll them forward. We're going to go into a reach. Left arm is going to come up and down. Up and down. Good. Both arms. We can add in looking up and down. So it'll just help us to stretch our necks. Oops. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring our feet apart. We're going to reach up and down. Other side. If you do yoga, feel free to look towards the sky and that arm. Let's make it a little smaller and faster. Up and down, up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go into some bends. So when we bend, our focus is on the shins here. So we're bending forward. See how my knees are coming forward? And you should feel that stretch here in your shin. Let's bend for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to add in a squat. If you'd like to, you can hold onto the wall or a chair, or you do have the option to do a sit to stand. Let me turn my chair sideways. There we go. So you can see better. So the sit to stand, you stand in front of your chair and you sit down and stand up. Sit down and stand up. So that can be done if you don't feel like doing a squat today, or if you feel like your balance is off a little. So we're going to start with our 8 bends, and then we're going to do 8 squats. And then we'll do 4 and 4, and then 2 and 2. So we're going to be in narrow position for this one. So if we take our hands and put them together and put them between our feet, that's about where we want our feet to be. That's about hips width distance apart. So just a general guide. Everyone's, different. So, all right, make sure that your weight is evenly distributed between your toes and your heels. So don't sit back, but you don't want to be so far forward either that you're going to fall. So you should be able to stand nice and tall, but still be able to wiggle your toes. I don't know if you can see that from here. There we go. All right. Shoulders back. Let's bend for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more here, and then we're going to go into our squat. Last 2. Doing awesome. Let's squat for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do 4 bends. Focus here in our bends and our squats on squeezing those glutes at the top. 4 squats. 4, 3, 2. Let's repeat with 4 bends. 4. Doing awesome. Last 2. On to the squats. Up next, we have 2 bends. This is followed by our 2 squats. 2 bends again. 2 squats. Let's do this 2 more times. 2 bends. 2 squats. Last ones. Awesome. 2 squats. Awesome. Take a moment and march that out. Bring our heartbeat down just a little. You can keep marching. Grab some water. I'm going to show you our next move. So we're going to come into first position. In fitness, this is called athletic V. So we bring our heels together. So turnout comes from the hips. Go to where your hips feel comfortable. And then as your hips are turned out, your legs and feet follow. So if your turnout is here, let me come forward a little so you can see a little better. If your turnout is here, that's totally fine. If your turnout is out here, that's fine. If you're feeling any sort of discomfort through here and even a little into your glutes, bring your feet in. So we are going to do a similar thing. We're going to do 8 bends. So here, even in this bend, you should feel your shins being stretched. And also we want to make sure that our glutes stay nice and tight, tucked under us. One way to check that, you come to the wall and you stand in first or athletic V, you bend, you should slide down the wall. See how my back is still straight? If you're coming out here, you're hinging at the waist and creating an arch in your spine. So you want to stand upright. Your shoulders should stay connected to the wall as you slide up and down. So keep that in mind as we do our bends. So we're going to do 8 bends, and then we're going to go into a rise. Just lift our heels off the ground. You do have the option to lift one heel and then the other. You can also hold onto the wall or your chair if you want to face your chair and do your rises this way. That is also an option. I'll demonstrate this one as we go through. So find your turnout. However big or small that is, our goal here is to not create any dysfunction in our hips. Stand up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Awesome. You guys are doing great. And let's bend. Down for 2 and up. Just to get into the rhythm. Down and up. 2 more here. Down and up. Down and up. Let's do 8 at tempo. 8. So we're going to do 4 more here and then go into the rise. Onto the rise for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to our 8 bends. If you're feeling bold, you can add in some arms. So when we bend, our arms come down with the bend. Let's go into our rise. Get back on track here. Rise for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend again. Bend. 2. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto the rise for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend again for 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more here. Then we're going to go into our rise. Rise for 8. And then there's going to be something special at the end. I bet you can guess what it is. 4 more here. 3. So we're going to hold. You have the option to hold onto the wall or your chair. Squeeze those glutes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's come down and stretch that. So 2 options for our calf stretch here. You can do more of a lunge, and that will stretch your back calf. Or you can bend and straighten the front leg, which will stretch the front calf. Whichever one feels best for you. Generally, I like this one just because I feel more stable doing this one. Good. Okay. We are going to go into some side lunges and some kickbacks. So our narrow squat, we're here. We're going to bend. We're going to bend. We're going to tap out and in and out and in. Here we go. Just like that. Awesome. Let's do 8 more here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to go into our side lunge now that we've worked on some weight transfer there. I'm going to step out to the left and in. Step right and in. Left and in. So in ballet tone, we call these false side. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one here. So we're going to do a burnout. We're going to do 8 to the left. We'll step in and we'll do 8 to the right. So when we lunge to the left, we're going to be here and straighten. Just like this. So from the side, it looks like this and straighten. All right. Get into position. And we're going to step out with our left. Hold here for a moment. Straighten and bend. Three more here. Last one here. Hold. Great job. Let's come up. Do the other side. Step out with the right. We're going to straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Come up. Awesome. Grab some water if you need it. Grab a mat if you want it or have one. We are going to come down to the floor. So first up is plank. I'll give you a few options for plank. So we do have the option to be on our knees. If we're going to be on our knees, though, please be more forward of your knee and not exactly on your knee, because we don't want to cause any injury to our knees, since they're very important to us. So you're going to be on your knees. 2 options. High plank. We're here. Forward of our knee. Or here. And if you want to be on the balls of your feet, you have the option of high plank here. If you have any wrist issues or any other sort of discomfort, low plank here. Focus on trying to zip our legs together. This will help us to automatically engage our glutes and our core. At any time, you can switch to this plank, or if you need to rest, come back into child's pose, okay? So do whichever plank feels best for you. We don't want to cause any injury and we want to have fun. So get into your plank position. We're going to hold for a moment and then we're going to do our knee drops. If you are in one of these plank positions, so we'll drop our knee, we'll do 8 on one side, 8 on the other. We'll alternate and then do both together. All right, so get into your plank position. Let's start with the left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alternate for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here for a moment. Reset your toes if you need to. Both knees down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into child's pose if you'd like. If you do yoga, feel free for your resting pose to be downward dog as well. So downward dog or child's pose, wide knees or narrow. Those are our 2 resting poses. All right, so we're going to come into tabletop. We're going to go into a bird dog series. Hands here. So it's like you're making a table. So that's why it's called tabletop. I don't know if you can see very well. See how my hands are under my shoulders. My knees are at like a 90-degree angle, okay? You do have the option to hold here. You also have the option to hold here if you just want to work on balance today, or even here. So it's opposite arm and leg. Or just stay right here. If you want to stay right here, focus on tight core and making sure that your shoulders are away from your ears. And you can hold here and breathe. Or let's move it up a notch if you'd like to. Left arm out, right arm back. You can hold here. You do have the option, because we are going to go into a lift series, of just lifting an arm or lifting a leg. Totally said that opposite, but that's okay. All right. Left arm, right leg. Bring it up. And let's down and up. Down and up. 4 more here. Then we'll do a hold. 3 more. 2 and 1. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment, stretch back into child's pose if you'd like. You can thread that arm through to stretch it a bit. Let's come up and do the other side. So left leg back, right arm out, and lift and hold for a moment. And it's down and up, down and up. 6 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can come back into child's pose. Take a moment to stretch your wrist if you need to. Do some circles. So our last one that we're going to do here, we're going to go into hover. So hover is like tabletop. So if you'd like to, you can hold tabletop or you can hold plank. It's a smaller tabletop. So here, know how in tabletop we're more here. We're going to bring everything in and it makes like a little square. Tuck your toes under and you're going to lift up to where your knees are just barely off the ground, hovering. Just like that. If you like to, you can lift one knee or the other, or like I said, you have the option to go back to one of your planks or tabletop. So if you like to do hover, come into hover. We're just going to hold for 8. Curl your toes under, zip our legs together, and lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can go back into a child's pose if you'd like. Stretch out your wrists also. Grab water, move your mat out the way. If you want some weights, grab your weights. We're gonna go into biceps and triceps. I have my water bottles today. So, once again, in our narrow squat, so about hips width apart. From the side, it looks like this. We're gonna start with our legs first. Shoulders back. It's bend and straighten. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. We're going to go into just our biceps. 8. So you do have the option to sit down for this. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. So this time we're going to bend and straighten and curl. Bend and curl. Bend and curl. Bend and curl. Up to tempo. Bend, curl. Four, 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to curl and bend at the same time. And we're going to take it slow first. It's down for 2 and up. Down and up. Tempo. Down and up. Four more. 3, 2. We're going to bring our arms down. And it's bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bend and hold. And let's curl. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up, half, curl, pulse out and in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're going to go into a Tabata. We are going to do a wide bend, or in ballet, this is second position. So, feet wide. You have the option of turning out or facing front. Goal here is to make sure our knees track over our toes. 20 seconds. We're just here. Squeeze our glutes at the top. Doing awesome. 10 seconds of rest, and then we're going to repeat that. So take a moment to grab water here if you'd like. Back into position and go. You do have the option to do sit to stands here. That will be in our narrow squat like we did earlier. 3 seconds. All right, so for our next two, what we're going to do, we're going to hold here. You can grab your chair and hold on to that, or you can come here and do a wall sit. I'll give you the option, whatever you feel like doing today. Ooh, 8 seconds. 3 seconds. Doing awesome. All right, one more time, and then we're going to move on to triceps. So, if you want to, wide bend, hold on to our chair. You have the option to bring your arms up too. If you're feeling super today, add in a heel up and down. or both heels together. 5 seconds. You got this. All right. Grab your weights if you'd like them. We're going into triceps, so you really don't need the weights if you don't want them. I'm going to do it without to show you what it looks like. Just body weight. Narrow squat. We are going to sit like we're trying to come into a chair pose. Bring our arms down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Faster. Up and down. Let's add a rise in here. We're just going to straighten, bend, and straighten. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Bring arms down. Bring them in about 90 degrees. Make sure you're hinged forward at the waist. Kick back with our arms. You do have the option to sit here. Hold our arms back. So we're going to do a tiny bend at the elbow and straighten. It's called a bend reach. And reach. Four, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's up and down. Up and down. A little faster. And it's pulse. Pulse in. Pulse up and down. Pulse in. Straighten your arms as much as you can. Hold here. And straighten your hands if you'd like. Turn up and down. Up and down. Woo. Up and down. Pulse in. Doing awesome. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. If you have weights, you can set them down. We're going to go into some arms, switching back and forth. We'll do some circles forward and back as well. Shoulders back. Raise our arms up. So it should be about shoulder height. This time, we're going to flex our hands and then pulse. And flip. So when I say flip, it's whether our hands are up or down. Oh, that was my alarm to remind me we need to stretch soon. And flip. And flip. Let's go into arm circles. Circle. Nice and slow. Reverse. Forward faster. Reverse. One more time. reverse. All right, bring that down. Roll our shoulders back and back. One more squat series. We're going to do a wide bend. We'll come down to the floor and we'll do a bridge and then stretch. All right, so find your position. Shoulders back. You do have the option of holding our arms out or holding onto the wall or your chair, if you'd like to do that, or both. Move that out of the way. Nice wide bend. Glutes are engaged. And it's down for 2 and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Tempo. Four more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to hold down. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's halfway up and down. Halfway up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold down and pulse. We're going to do 3 pulses and a straighten. It's bend, 2, 3, straighten. Bend, 2, 3, straighten. Great job. I know it burns. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Hold down. Lift your heel. 8, 7. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Last time. Bring our arms out. You can do it. Let's bend and straighten. Woo. Sink a little lower. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms down and straighten. Let's take a moment and stretch those quads. You do have the option to bring your foot to the wall. Press forward through your pelvis. You might need to step out a little further, and it'll stretch your quad. Other side. All right, let's see if we've got time to squeeze in one more Tabata really fast. Glute bridge. All right. So this is just going to be a burnout. You can do whatever squat you'd like. Narrow squat, wide squat. You can focus on coming up, or you can focus on sinking low, or as fast as you want. We'll do it 2 times, and we'll come down to the floor. Whew. All right, I'm going to focus on range of motion. So I'm going to do a wide squat, and I'm just going to come down and reach the floor. You can also do the sit to stands here. Whew. 3 seconds. All right, for my last one, we have 8 seconds of rest, but I'm going to do a wall squat for my last one. If you'd like to, you could also do these. I'll leave it up to you. Whatever you're feeling like for these last 20 seconds before we hold our glute bridge and stretch. 10 seconds. Doing awesome. Awesome. Carefully come up. Grab your mat if you have one. we are going to come down to the floor for these last 5 minutes. All right. So for the bridge, we're just going to hold, and then we'll do some down and up. So just sit back, grab here. You bring your feet up. You zip your legs together. You're going to press through with your heels as you lift your glutes and hold. If you're a yogi, you can feel free to come up here and down. So we're going to lift for 2, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up to a tempo, up and down. Focus here on squeezing your glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Hug those knees in. And roll around here if you'd like. Great job, guys. Bring your knees to one side. The opposite arm and goes out, and your head goes in the direction of that arm. If you're a yogi or do Pilates, feel free to straighten out that bottom leg. Or cross, however is comfortable for you. Bring our knees back in and hug. We're going to do the same thing other side. I'm just going to turn around so it'll look a little better. All right. Drop your knees to the side. Sometimes you might feel a little pop. That's normal. It shouldn't be followed by any discomfort though. So if you do feel any, you might need to readjust. And back to the center. Hug in. Roll to one side to sit up. Awesome job, guys. So next week, we'll probably focus a little more on abs. Just because I like to change it up. So we won't do the same workout twice usually. I mean, not in like the same month. I might bring it back like a month or 2 later, but I like to write out new things and keep it interesting. But yeah, we'll probably do more stationary bar and balance and abs next week. So if I see anything that I think I need to review or clarify, I'll make a short video like I did this last time. And that way you'll know what's going on. So have an awesome day and an amazing weekend. And I will see you all next week. Bye.